Hello! Welcome to IMHO.
In my homosexual opinion.
I'm Darby.
And I'm Alexis P. Bubbles. Today the P stands for P, which rhymes with B, which stands for Bookie. Hi, Bookie. I'm so happy to have Aja back on our screens. I had a bubble in my throat.
I was waiting to see what would happen. You got a Bookie bubble.
I got a Bookie bubble. Hi, Bookie. How are you,
Hi.
Bookie?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good.
I'm not wearing nails because it's May. It's still her birthday.
Yeah.
So I don't want her to feel like I'm out trying to outshine
It's
her.
May.
You know?
May.
Also,
I
I don't know where any of my stuff is. I have been out of town for about 3 years now, and I'm just...
Yeah.
I need to get my life together.
You know, when they talk about the big one, it looks like it already happened in here.
It really does. This is...
Yeah.
I'm not proud of the way this room looks, but I know that I have the power within me through God who strengthens me.
You just haven't had the time within you.
Oh, no, that's not a lie.
I don't
that's
lie.
That's true.
I don't lie to Bookie. I just love how tickled RuPaul was with it.
RuPaul was tickled a lot this episode. I think it was because, or both of these
because
episodes,
Aja's a delight.
Well, and she was also able to do everything she loves, which is wear mustaches and act for a really long time, longer than anyone else.
Oh, we're going to talk about that,
funny.
but that's
That
the
was
second
funny.
part, so
That
let's
was
hold
funny.
it off.
Hi, I'm so sorry to interrupt one of you. The other one I'm really happy to interrupt. I'm here to talk about the sponsor of today's video, Geology. You know what? I shouldn't be telling you about geology. Let me call in Darbo, because he's the one with the skin. I'm just borrowing it. Oh, I see him. Darbo, over here. Okay, Darbo here. Hi. Sorry, I had to do a quick change. Yes, as Darby was saying, I use Geology, and I've used it for 2 months now. And as you can tell, I look good. For those of you who are new here, hi, I'm Darbo. Oh, and also, Geology creates simple and effective skincare routines for you that are customized for you. It's all so simple, so easy, a dum-dum can do it.
Gee, I wish there was something I could do to help me with this dryness.
Just click the link in the description box below. You take a 60-second quiz, if that. You tell them about your skin, you tell them what you're worried about, and then they provide a system for you based off of recommendations made by dermatologists. I know on social media and the videos and the such as, everyone's into skincare and it can be very overwhelming. But Geology will give you a system with instructions and what order to do them, when to do them. Alexis got it too, and her skin, it looks like skin again, so thanks. Now in your system, you'll get 2 bottles of salicylic acid face wash. You'll also receive moisturizing face cream with SPF 15. Remember, if you want to stay looking young, you have to stay away from the sun for the rest of your life. You'll also receive an eye cream and a retinol night cream. Now, I just got out of drag, so I used my eye cream and my retinol night cream. I love it. And after using the night cream, I noticed a huge change in the texture of my skin, which is what I was most excited about. And even though I don't write reviews, because I can't even answer text messages, they do have over 10,000 5-star reviews, and that means something to me. Because if people who are complaining enough to write a review say they like it, that's good. So what are you waiting for? Just click the link in the description box below and use code IMHO70 for 70% off your personal skincare trial set, plus a free gift, plus 50% off add-ons. They've got hair care, they've got other kind of skincare, they've got body wash, they got it all. Thank you, Geology, for sponsoring today's video, and thanks for making Alexis look like a person. It's really dry here, okay? All right, I guess I gotta put my makeup and hair back on, so... Oh, man.
Golly gee, geology. Skin!
Alexis, can I just say something to you right now?
Yeah. Oh.
I think...
Oh, no.
You're...
Are you
no.
gonna... Okay.
I think your lips look beautiful. I think your lips look perfect, and I think they've always looked perfect.
Oh. Can I explain myself?
No.
You told me about how you had a Cameo do, but to save time, you didn't shave. You just utilized the filters to do
You utilized
the filters to do the Cameo. And so I thought, well, I don't want to shave either. So that's why I made my lips so big during that one episode. Mine was a genuine mistake.
Mine was too.
Yours wasn't a mistake.
Yeah, it was.
You tried to do something intentional, it just didn't translate in this medium. And everyone in the comments read you for it.
No,
but they read me
true.
too because my makeup as a whole was bad.
Yeah.
Yours was, you made a choice that went wrong.
I forget that you're very chatty. I think you're very chatty when you're in a good mood. I don't like it. Mine was a mistake. Listen.
We don't have to answer to these people. If they don't like us, they can go watch something else.
So I sat quietly while you gave your explanation, and then I've tried to give my explanation twice, and you've interrupted me both times.
You're right. We shouldn't do that to each other.
Do you hear that? I'm gonna shit.
I did hear it.
I know, I'm gonna shit.
I'm so sorry.
I'm
I am interrupting.
Go ahead. You're fine.
No,
I am
please.
gonna move this mic maybe further away from your mouth. Just so it can pick me up. I decided to do the little smoke out of my eyes with little Dusty Ray Bottoms dots because I thought they were cute. I was like, I'm bored. Let me do something new-ish. New-ish. You know, I can only do ish when I do new. I can't do totally new.
Yeah.
New to me. Buy used. Anyway, but then right before you got here, I was, which I never do. I don't know why I decided to do it. I was putting eyeshadow, different like shades of brown on my eyeshadow on my lips to try and like color them in to like give a gradient.
In the
I was
corners.
ready too early.
That
So I
happens.
thought, why not? I ended up just punching dark brown on a little eyeshadow brush directly onto my upper lip, which looked insane. But I thought, well, I've already done the eyes. I'll just smoke it out and make it look like I did it on purpose. It did look like poo-poo. It did look like I had rimmed a dirty, dirty butt. And listen, maybe I have, but I didn't that day.
I'm sure you've rimmed a dirty Bucci.
But I will say, I loved it. I loved the comments. I loved how many people checked in on me.
I did. I checked in on her.
Bitch, someone DM'd me on Cameo, which is not free, to warn me not to look at the comments, to take care of myself.
Oh.
That is the nicest fucking thing in the entire world. Thank you.
Yeah.
But the comments were so good. They made me laugh.
They did.
They made me laugh.
They did make me laugh. I took one good look and then I decided, not checking
I gotta
these
be honest,
comments.
I didn't even
feel bad, but
I didn't even note. I mean, obviously I noticed that you looked insane, but you've done those before and I thought like that was just another kooky Alexis moment.
Yeah.
Mine, I thought I had done something. I thought I had pulled the wool over your eyes. They'll never be able to see that I made a mistake. Instead, I spread the poop.
Well, you know
around.
what? We all have. I was in the throes of tooth pain. That was one of the tooth pain days.
And I knew she was worried, so I didn't want to tell her about her lips.
She didn't tell her about my lips.
But
I did them on purpose to try and be silly. I don't know.
Steal from the
Hey, our
rich,
makeup
give
is
to the
going to
poor.
change. Our
No, it's
makeup
not.
is going
Mine
to.
never changes. You know that.
Well, yours
All right.
just gets perfected more and more.
Sometimes. Today may not be that day, but you know what today is? It is the premiere of All Stars.
Woo!
We have the first 2 episodes.
Yes.
Now, let me say this. I saw it on the internet, the Deja Sky of it all, and it did make me feel bad. Have you seen any of this? Have you seen this? Have you seen this? Have you seen this?
No.
So, Deja was on a live, doing her makeup, looking gorgeous as always.
One of the best mugs in the history. Yeah.
And she was saying that, like, she and the queens from the orange bracket were in communication with the production company about the decision to do a double premiere because their team only has 3 episodes.
Oh.
2 of their episodes were used in the first week, and for like touring purposes and for bookings,
Their stuff's going to be over soon.
their stuff's over in 2 weeks instead of 3.
And for some of them,
And
that's it.
I just feel so, because that's true. I
It
just
does
feel
suck.
so bad.
Yeah.
And unfortunately for Deja, it looks like this might be it for her too. She's not translating the way that I thought she would on an All Stars. Because she's so clued into the show. I think that's why I like watching her so much. Because she's like a fan of the show who is now the show.
Yeah.
And now she has fans and they oscillate if you press the right button.
Yeah.
Anyway, but let's get into these episodes.
I'm
Now,
so sorry.
yeah.
I know that we have a lot to get to. I just have a quick thing, if I may. Can we go back here for 1 second? I know what that word you said means. Oscar. Do you... Sorry. I'm wearing socks. They're mine.
I'm in a pretzel. I'm taking up the least amount of space that I can, and I'm still taking up too much space for your giant feet.
Hey,
I don't know what it is.
You chose to have
I was in such a good mood when you came in. I felt like ready. I was prepared. But then as soon as we started filming and you're in a good mood, I'm like, beat her down.
No. So, Oscar, Oscar bait. What is that word? I know what it means, but just for the people.
Oscar bait?
What did you say?
Well, I like your term better. They're basically the same thing.
Yeah.
It means you open the trash can and you just jerk off whatever inside.
I miss Sun Valley.
On our Meet the Queens, we did do their entrance looks, so we won't be doing that on this episode. So go back. You may be distracted by our lips, but we do talk about stuff on there. So for this episode, they have to write a verse to a RuPaul. Okay?
Oh yeah.
How
it's
exciting.
Heavy metal.
Heavy metal, very rock.
Very now.
Which works for Bosco. It can work for an Irene. I did feel for some of the girls, though, because I don't know that rock is necessarily their thing. Deja.
Phoenix.
And the rest.
Aja. I think Aja
No,
did
Aja did great. Aja did great. Aja did great. Olivia got lost there. So we'll just go through.
I thought Olivia did a serviceable job, though.
I do too. But was it rock?
No, but you're not gonna.
Was it roll?
You're not gonna ask. You know. Who's a really good like opera singer?
Renee Fleming.
You're not gonna ask Renee Fleming to go do a rock, number.
Yeah, that's true. And you know what? That was worth the wait. You're on fire, Bevels.
I want to
light you on fire, Bevels.
Thank you so much. Balenciaga!
Okay, so the runway for this one is tits and ass, right?
Tits
Curves
and slits.
Tits and slits.
Yeah.
And don't we all have them? You got tits.
I got tits.
Gorgeous tits.
I got tits.
You got gorgeous tits. And you know what? I've got my own version. And that's okay.
You have a coin slit.
I will say, when you travel a lot, you don't eat the healthiest. And so this dress is fitting a little differently than it did last time. But you know what I think that is? Growth in my mammary glands. We'll start with our Pokemon, Aja. Now she's doing Jinx, the Pokemon.
Yeah.
I love that she didn't go for an exact replica.
I like that too. I think she looks beautiful. I do agree about the arms. It does take me out a little bit, but otherwise I love it.
The purple paint was a little tough. She probably could have benefited from maybe a bodysuit, a sleeve
maybe
of
a
some
bodysuit or but I love her titties though. Then we couldn't have seen those natchies, those big natches.
Well, I don't think they're natural. I do think she paid for them.
Yeah. Sorry.
Any excuse to make noise, you will find it.
Look, I'm a trans woman in 2025 and I have to make noise and take up space.
Girl, you're doing the second part.
I'm fat! But you're right, I am wearing a full crinoline.
When I cross the line, don't tell me I crossed the line. I think I'd react negatively to that. I'd cry.
Yeah.
But if I'm doing too many of them, you just go, watch it now.
Well, here's the thing, is I never want you to be conscious of it, because what it does is it endears me to the audience. So by not even trying and just kind of like taking my lumps, everyone in that side of the camera likes me better. Speaking of lumps, let's get into these.
Let's get into her tits. No, she has gorgeous tits. The purple was too. The purple was
the purple wasn't consistent, but I love my tits.
I love your.
I like my proportions.
I think you have great proportions.
I just need to get. I only want to do a little off the belly, and then I'll be fine.
What do you mean? You want to add boobs on your belly?
Actually, I don't even care what I look like. I just want to feel healthier. Yeah. I went on 2 hikes on my trip, and I already feel better. If I just did that more, I'd be great.
We're saying it on camera, so we're gonna forget about it next week. Let's do it. Let's hike more. Because what I want to start doing with Kevin, now that I'm gonna be back for 3 weeks, I want to focus more on weightlifting because I want vanity muscles.
That's a good.
And then I want to do cardio on my days off. Like I want to do hiking when I'm not working out with him.
I want to go hiking with you.
Great.
Yeah.
I walk really fast.
I know you do, but
and loose. And when the wind blows, I go. Oh.
But if you leave me there, it's fine. If you
leave you on a hillside.
Well, I can get down. I just can't get down as fast as you.
Actually, I think you can get down faster than me, technically. See, I could tell I was going too far. I went too far. Your phone even said so.
I didn't realize my phone was on.
It always is. Her verse, though, was great. Aja's, she's a rapper. She's a singer.
She's a lyricist.
She looked incredible. She's a great performer. 10 out of 10. Up next, we had Deja Sky. I love this look for this look. I think it's a cute look.
It's a beautiful look, but it isn't giving tits and slits the way the others were.
You know what kills me too is because she came in that really tiny dress with the stars off of it, and she's talking about like, and I think even in her verse, she's like, "I'm bringing you body," and then she showed up in something that completely covered her body.
I would love to wear this though. It's so regal. And beautiful.
It's gorgeous. I just think Deja. I wanted to see that.
Yeah,
body.
I think tits and slits.
Show me that skin, baby.
Yeah.
Show me that skin. But she looked gorgeous. Now, I thought she did fine in the performance.
Yeah.
Listen, we've seen Deja Sky perform, and we know she can perform the house down boots, such as. But I don't know. It was kind of like watching your aunt do karaoke rock song. I don't know. It just felt like I was watching someone's mom like perform. I don't know that rock is like her wheelhouse.
Yeah. But she did good.
Then we have one of the most beautiful people in the entire world.
Olivia Lux with a Lil' Kim reference from the VMAs. This is so good.
Wow.
I love the reference. I love that it's not an exact replication. And she's just so beautiful.
And she carried the slit. She changed the look to match the brief. And that's what I wish other people maybe had done.
Yeah.
But she looks incredible. I love this so
and I
much.
can't believe it's pants. It's so freaking cool.
We need to do more pants.
No, I'll never do, but no.
Drag needs more pants.
No.
I need more pants in my drag.
You can wear it. You could pull it off. Because you got that
let me tell you this. When we did Dairy Queen's Pride show last year at the Annoyance, the idea was we were there to do an improv show. We had talked about it as a group and said, let's wear all black like we're doing an improv show. That's how we'll start the show. We came to this improv theater, we misunderstood the assignment. And everyone said, great idea. Actually, I think you even said like, oh, Darby, you're a genius. And then Shan, of course, said, and you're so skinny at that. We get to the theater, I'm getting changed, and I noticed they're not wearing black. And I said, what are you doing? And they said, oh, well, I didn't know if we were actually gonna do that. So I went out, and I'm in black leather pants. And I got red the house down boots and such as.
I don't remember that.
Oh, bitch.
I don't remember that.
And y'all walked out looking all cute and pretty. And here I am in black leather pants going, I'm doing comedy. You got it? So I want to thank you for that. I can always count on you. Now, Olivia's voice is gorge.
I save all my text messages.
Olivia's?
We're going to go back.
Is that a cock?
Where?
Oh, that's your mom. Sorry about that.
That's too far. It's a picture of my mom on one of those walls where the wings are painted on.
I thought the wings were legs, like thighs. And I thought your mom was a giant cock.
Oh my God.
Her verse, again, I just don't think rock is the thing for her. I wish she had gone a little harder. I don't know. It just seems like she was taking it a little too seriously. But her voice is beautiful.
See, I thought she was actually trying her best, but I think she just won't. She's not used to turning it up to that, because that's not her thing.
Yeah.
But I do think she did it, but you can always do more, I guess.
I do think she did it.
I do think she did. There was a couple of growly notes at the end, and
new merch dropping soon.
And yeah.
Up next we have Bosco.
No, it's too good. It's literally too good.
So hot.
She was zippers, slits, and tits.
We watched. Oh, for those of you who are unaware, my husband and I were down in Orlando, so we watched the premiere on a live stream with my brother and his wife. And when this came out, and she looks so incredible, and the zipper is in the wig, are you kidding? I could feel the sexual tension on the couch.
Yeah.
And if you're a messy queen, you can watch the replay anytime on Patreon. I'm going to try to edit down some and maybe do like a highlight reel for the rest of the patrons, because it was crazy. I was in the worst mood, and it just got worse from there. But it's fun to watch back. Now that I watch back, I go, oh, I should be on more medication, you know? This is perfect. This is one of the best things I've seen on the runway ever.
It's so good. And I think I said it in our Meet the Queens review, but I love how playful she is on the runway.
Yes.
I feel immediately like, ooh, what you gonna do? But at ease.
Do you know why I think you feel that way?
Tell me.
It's because it's confidence. It's a playful confidence.
What is that?
Exactly. Well, I think now that she's fully realized, now that she's gorgeous booby lady, I think that confidence is coming through.
Yeah.
And that's fun to watch.
I related very much when she was talking about, like, she wasn't fully there the last time because she wasn't fully there within herself, which is how I definitely feel in regards to transition.
Camp Wanakiki. Do you wish you could do it over again?
Oh.
All winter season coming up.
It really?
They didn't tell you?
No.
No, they asked me to write for it.
Cool.
It's a season of only winners, but we never really see you. It's just the Sugar Bakers doing skits for like 8 episodes.
Okay, so that's like episode 2 of this.
Exactly. Now, her verse made me laugh. B-O-S-E-O. Like, starting off in a falsetto was so great.
And then doing that voice, very, very camp.
And again, she looked hot.
She looked so hot. I loved that wig.
She looked so hot.
I loved that look.
Irene, the alien.
I'm so excited. She's back. She looks incredible.
She's killing it.
Green titties.
She's killing it. And, you know, it's a bummer for Aja to have also attempted a body paint when this was done so well. The pink and the green is so good. She looks gorgeous.
Pink goes good with green.
They should make a movie about that. And then her verse.
So good.
Annoying in the best way.
I think she's so hot.
Oh, I agree.
Yeah.
She has great hair out of drag.
Both, in and out. I think she's so sexy in drag.
We have the first little drama moment of the season. Aja's saying something, and Irene, she does a little read.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
I read the alien.
But Aja is good TV, and I think, I'm going to be honest with you, I think Aja was doing this on purpose because she knows she only has 3 episodes. She's got to make her airtime count. So Aja gets kind of offended-ish. Like, it started off jokey.
Yeah.
But then it got a little serious, which I live for.
Oh, when Bosco said, drag, when you're reading in drag, it's not that serious until it is that serious. But by then, it's too late. And she said it better than I did.
That was a direct quote.
But I loved when she said that because it's so true. If you're just reading and messing around with someone and then someone takes offense, but you're on that track, you don't know. And also, sometimes people don't know how to read. They're just mean.
I don't know that Aja honestly took it poorly. I
don't think she did
she was
either.
playing it up.
I think
she's smart.
everyone was playing it up, including the
But
editing.
Did you notice that while she's having this confrontation with Irene, her pants are undone?
Yeah,
she just had her.
She looks so cute.
Her pants undone. I loved that because I'm automatically on your side. No matter what you say. You're arguing with your pants open. You know what you're talking about. You mean business. I don't trust the other girl.
It felt like a real dressing room for a show. But
100%.
But I loved, because I related to it so hard, I think Irene jumped in because A, they're doing a TV show, but also B, like, she's nervous. She went home first last time. I think she's trying to make her mark, and that's what she did the first time around, so she's getting back at it.
Irene has... we don't know her that well, but Irene's sharp-tongued, which is not easily likable.
And if you're not there with someone yet, if you're not familiar with someone, it can be a little too sharp.
I completely
But now
agree.
it's just as we see in the heavy metal section, it's like a little softer than we all think.
But it was really nice though, because I feel like because she and Aja were the winners, so it was really nice to see in Untucked. It seemed like they kind of came to an understanding of like.
Yeah.
What's the reality TV say? What do kids say on reality on TLC? Real recognizes real.
Yes.
Then we had Phoenix.
Phoenix went for a sort of a gimp style gown. I think it was a choice. I don't know. If you only have 3 episodes, I don't want to see your face covered up.
Yeah, if you're only guaranteed 3 episodes and you've been off TV for like 36 years.
Yeah.
When did the show start? Don't cover your face. Show us your face.
Show us that face. You worked really hard to pay that off. Also, after she unzipped the boobs, that's great, but that little flap underneath had me upset.
I know.
Otherwise, yeah. But I did see what Ice Spice was saying. Shout out to Ice Spice from Fortnite. I loved her.
That was tough.
I think she was trying to be helpful, and
she said,
and she took offense.
You're supposed to be legendary, but I can't tell because you're so shy.
By the way, you were so reserved and shy. Yeah.
But saying you're supposed to be iconic or you're supposed to be legendary, but I can't tell, no matter what the valid reason might be.
I wouldn't be able to tell because of how shy you were.
I know, but that was tough. I liked it though.
Yeah.
I hate this look, but I appreciate that she tried something new. I don't know. I just don't want it. Now, her verse was also really bad, but it did make me laugh.
It did make me happy.
It made me laugh.
It was like...
First of all, she did not want to be crawling through their legs. That was clearly not her decision. She looked uncomfortable, which made me laugh. At one point, she suddenly sings a line, but she has that like deep kind of monotone voice.
Yeah,
so
it was like that. For me, it felt like Roxy Andrews' Read You Wrote You. Like,
don't do that to Roxy. But yes.
That's what I felt like.
Yeah.
It was like everyone was on a certain level, and then it kind of slowed down in tempo and pitch.
Oh, it was
energy.
Great.
But I did chuckle.
Yeah, it made me chuckle. And she did do the kind of repetitious, I hate when people write verses and they say, I'm going to take the crown, I'm going to have the crown, this is my crown, kind of thing. And she did have that line. She did have that line.
But she never got to do that. She never even met Michelle to this episode.
Oh, that's true. So she did need to take the crown and have the crown.
Unless Michelle was... I don't remember when Michelle came.
Oh, if you're not on Patreon, you haven't seen this, but somebody made a song out of my distaste for people who say, I want the crown.
Oh,
yeah.
As a song. It's so good.
What's it's called The Crown. It's on YouTube featuring Darby featuring Alexis. Wait, it's so... Who did it? It made me laugh.
My future.
Mr. Tampon. Why didn't I remember Mr. Tampon?
What's your favorite artist?
I know. Listen, I just get absorbed into their music. Thank you. The top two are Aja and Irene.
They're doing an Ice Spice song, Think You the
You
Shit.
Think You're the Shit, Fart.
Hilarious.
Watching RuPaul say that made me laugh.
Yes.
I enjoyed that.
Yeah.
Listen, it's Aja.
Aja, I mean, anyone who's been on TikTok... No, Irene did a great job.
Irene did fine.
Irene did a great job.
She's a mover. That hair, she looked gorgeous.
She looked great.
That hair.
I think it was a perfect example of... Because the runway is a reference to actual... I don't know if this is true. I imagine it's true. But the runway is a reference to like what happens in actual ballrooms, and that's Aja's specialty. Aja was doing her thing that slays in ballroom, and it won. And then Irene was doing the thing that you do on the runway on the TV show, which was also good. But yeah, because I've seen a couple of people online be like, Irene won that. And I'm like, I liked Aja's.
I think once Aja started the fancy footwork,
My Little Dance,
I think it was over.
I can't
stop. It was over.
I can't stop watching it.
And
I watch it all the time.
But Irene did great.
No, Irene did great.
That would have killed in a bar. That would have killed in a club. And that hair alone, she looked amazing.
I don't think
so Aja won.
In a club. But.
So now we have episode 2. Now episode 2 is all about murder on the dance floor.
It's called Murder on the Dance Floor, and it's a send-up of...
Glass Onion.
The Glass Onion and the Poirot knives, all of them.
Poirot.
The P stands for Poirot.
When I was a kid, my dad used to watch that show, those reruns.
And jerk off.
On PBS.
Oh.
Why? Why would he jerk off to Poirot?
Because that mustache.
My dad was so constipated, he passed out on the toilet and shit all over the floor.
But he's a bad person.
So it's okay. My thing about this entire episode was it was much too long.
It was much too long.
We start the episode, though, with the bottom 4 get to give away their points.
What do you think of these twists? What do you think of the format and the twists?
I like it.
Me too. The 4 people that weren't in the top, they each get to award a point, but to others,
they
can give it to anyone.
I think it makes more sense for the winners to get to award points, to be honest.
Yeah.
But...
Because
they only have 3 guaranteed episodes. They need to keep all the girls engaged. And so I appreciate that they considered the other queens.
Yeah.
But they end up just giving them to each other so that everybody gets a point.
I think that's probably what should happen.
But hopefully it's not what's going to happen.
No, because we have seen some talk of alliances.
Olivia's playing
Aja,
2 different people.
Deja, it's fun.
It's great.
It's great stuff.
It's great stuff. And
Survivor's like that.
We won't get a lot of genuine drama from 3 episodes. So if they can fabricate it in a fun, silly way, I'm in it. I'm in it to win it. Fabrication.
That's a good drag name.
Fabricate.
Fabricate. Fabricate. Who's a Kate Middleton?
They're picking their roles for this improv challenge, this improv comedy challenge.
Everyone
everyone gets what they want.
Yeah.
It just felt like there was a really long lead up to this runway. And I didn't understand why it took so long. I do love the new pit crew member, Short King, hot.
Oh, that
Short
was a
King.
fun little game. They had to
Little
do.
guy.
They had to
Little
get in
guy.
each other's personal space.
I like that little guy. Strong. The best part of the entire episode was the fact that RuPaul was like, I want to do all of it. I want a mustache and I want to talk more than
For
anyone else.
a very long time.
I love that though. I would love to do improv with RuPaul.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna
Me
say
too.
it. I think that sounds so fun. I know that eventually I would panic and I would say fracking and I would regret it. But in that moment,
she would kick you off immediately.
Kick me in the face and I would deserve
She
it.
probably doesn't know about the fracking. It's her husband. She probably doesn't even talk to him.
He's so hot.
I don't disagree.
Okay. The runways was coming and going. Isn't that funny? Because like when you come, the guy usually says you have to go.
Yeah.
And then we'll talk about their roles as well. So let's start with Irene. She did politician.
Red power suit.
Turns out she's controlled by an alien. She's a robot.
Mm-hmm.
I loved this.
Fun.
I loved it.
And great. And on brand.
I love that the alien moved. I love that you couldn't see the back of her. As she was coming, you couldn't see any of her going. A lot of people you could see their going as they were coming. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Now, her character was...
Oh, she was like...
two different people.
Well, she just had like a high voice and then she was like...
When she got caught. When she got caught or called out or... Well, I don't remember. But she had to do a quick switch. I gotta be honest with you.
Very effective.
So
good.
This BFA has not gone to waste. All of that student loan debt she's in to the state of New York or wherever.
Yeah.
Worth it. I thought she was fantastic.
I thought she was so good.
She blew everyone out of the water. The way she was able to switch on a dime. Honestly, I
In that
wondered if she had
regard,
taken her meds.
Yes, I thought it was really cool.
Then we have Olivia paying homage to Billie Holiday.
It's beautiful.
It's beautiful. I did have a positive reaction when I first saw it. I think the microphone was actually a remote. So when she turned around, I think she turned the lights on the flowers.
Oh,
but they didn't dim the lights on the stage.
Yeah, I didn't even catch that.
Well, I only caught it on the playback when I watched it a second time.
I didn't see right away about the microphone cord until they said that. So that made me like it more. But as far as coming and going, I wouldn't have gotten that prompt from this, but it's stunning.
Because you can see so much going when she's coming.
Yes.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
And when she did turn around, before I knew there were lights there, all I saw were those giant flowers pinned to the dress. I kept wishing there were stones or something, but I think had they dimmed it and let us see the lights, I think I would have liked it a lot more. But she's gorgeous.
Yeah, she is.
Now, her role was the seer,
she was like the madam, she was like the fortune teller.
Fortune teller, whoa.
Are you okay?
No, I wasn't allowed to believe in those when I was a kid.
Oh, me neither.
So I still sometimes I think that they're not real.
I remember when I saw the previews that Buffy the Vampire Slayer was coming out. I was in 5th grade. And my mom said, "You're not watching that."
You showed her.
She used to get mad at me for checking out the Halloween book. I always wanted to check out the Halloween witchy books, and she used to be sad about that. And I'm like, they're children's books.
I love Halloween books.
I loved Halloween picture books.
Why is that fun? Why is that fun? Witch?
Magic.
Witch?
Yeah. It feels a little dangerous, a little dark.
Speaking of dangerous and dark, her character was not. Again,
she wanted to.
Same with the first episode with the rock challenge. I think she just took it too seriously.
She's too soft. I think she
should be insane.
It's an improvement because do you remember how kind of annoying and twee her characters were? Of like, oh, gee, mister.
Yeah.
This is an improvement.
A
vast improvement.
I just think I think she's getting in her own way.
She's got to get out of the way.
No one's ever said that. No one's ever said that about this show.
Next is Aja. She is a gorgeous, sunny.
She's gold, and then she's black. She's religious. She's really into religion.
Yeah, it's her religious.
What's her religion?
Ocean.
From the front, I love it.
Yeah.
When she turns around, it just seemed like an afterthought.
I did want the eye higher or something. Yeah. Yeah.
It just seems like she drew it on.
Maybe there's a reference here that we don't understand. Like maybe there's a piece of art or something that she's referencing.
That's not for me to know. She played
art.
Both the twin sister and I guess technically she was the
she
murder
played Mary
victim.
Kate and Ashley Bashley.
I thought she did great.
I thought she did pretty
fine.
good. Yeah.
I thought she did fine.
Yeah.
Not great. I thought she did fine.
She did great. She did fine.
Maybe she did great.
I think she did great.
She did fine though, right? Or she did great?
Here's what I think.
Oh.
No disrespect to RuPaul. We wouldn't be here doing this without her. You are sometimes only as strong as your scene partner. And RuPaul's character was not giving yes and. It was giving no. It was giving monologue.
Perot. It was giving
RuPaul.
Yeah, she needed to be more open.
So not that I think Aja did a great
they-
job, but I just think none of them were helped by their scene partner, which
Do you know
sucks.
why I don't think it's Rue's fault? I think it's Michelle's fault.
I don't think it's Ruth. Why?
Michelle being
Wasn't
there,
the director.
Michelle being there with that bowl cut and those press-on nails.
9 of them.
She was too concerned about her 9-inch, if you will, nails, that she didn't zip, zap, zop Rue before they started.
She should have played Zip Zap
If,
Zop.
if you don't zip, zap, zop, you can't improv. You can't yes and if you don't know where your zop
I
did.
forgot we didn't play our Zip Zap Zop before we got
Okay, let's do
recorded.
it just really quickly.
Yeah.
I was feeling a little off.
Yeah.
Okay.
I could tell.
Zip,
Yeah.
zop. Okay, I'm ready. Deja Sky. I loved it from the front. When it came out, the coming part, I loved Deja's coming.
I loved it. I love pleats.
No.
I loved her fun makeup.
I loved the makeup. I loved the hair. I loved that it looked like a kind of an Art Deco drawing. I just loved it.
Yeah.
When she turned around, I like that she made the flower her butthole. That's hilarious. Don't we all blow ass?
My butthole smells like flour.
And my butthole looks like that.
No, yours is a coin slot.
Not after what I'm about to do.
Oh.
The front is so dynamic. For the back to just be like a black backdrop with a flower on it, it just didn't make sense to me. I don't know.
Yeah. Maybe it's the presentation. Like, maybe if we could have spent more time with the front and then, I don't know.
But I do love the front.
I like it.
I love
Yeah.
the styling of it. I think she
The
looks
front's so pretty.
incredible.
The front's pretty.
Now, she played, what did she play?
Someone's aunt.
Oh, yeah. So her character had to be horny for RuPaul. And I gotta
This
be
is why I
honest,
said what I
it
just
was
said.
funny.
I thought it was funny
I thought it
too,
was
and I
funny.
thought if RuPaul maybe did a little more yes and, it would have instilled a little more confidence in her.
Because the next day she comes back as they're getting ready and she's like, I think I did terrible.
I do think
And so I do think it was more in her head.
I think she's a smart cookie. I think she knows what she's doing and she knows how much time she has to do it in.
Wait,
Yeah.
what are you trying to say with that?
I think she is really good, like you said,
Oh,
about
at getting camera
knowing
time.
this TV show and knowing what's gonna, what's gonna go.
You're right.
I couldn't help but think about when she was talking about, like, I just am so in my head. My mind went straight back to, I was born at a very young age.
Yeah. Like she's looking right into that
felt
camera.
the same exact. And I love her for it.
Yeah. She's smart. Put a fan on the show.
Yeah.
That's what you get.
She kind of looks like a fan in that look.
We have fun. Up next, we have Bosco.
Excuse me.
She has a cinched coffin.
It's so funny because her coming was actually when everyone else goes, that's what you see. And her going was, she made all of us come.
Yeah.
Respectfully.
Couldn't have said it better myself. I don't think you could have said it better yourself.
I don't remember what I said.
This is amazing.
It's so good.
amazing.
It's so good.
If it were just a coffin, I think I would be like, is that really coming or is that just going? But the fact that it was cinched and styled and the way she arose from it, and then for her to finish it by saying, RuPaul, do you want me to leave this over here?
Yeah,
for
then
you to-"
she's always, sorry.
No, you're fine.
She's always having fun on that stage. It makes me laugh.
That's what I'm talking about. It's the playful confidence.
Yeah.
It's not overconfidence.
The confidence.
It's playful. It's a confidence. Now, she played a woman with a glass eye.
Okay, this is what was so funny to me. How she unraveled that and she shot my eye out. Not this one. I lost that to glaucoma. This one.
Yeah.
It was so fucking
She
funny.
looked gorgeous. And
The
she made
timing.
RuPaul laugh.
The
In real
timing.
time.
Yeah.
She made RuPaul break character.
Yeah.
And RuPaul was really into that character. You saw how long that was. Okay? And then we have Phoenix.
I like the gown. I think the hair does a disservice to her face.
See, I was going to say I think the redeeming quality is the hair. I like that it's sweeping across her face. I think that's fun. That's fun.
It looks like the original hair she walked in, just gray, because it's been 15 years. When
We
she
love a
first walked
reference.
in.
We
Yeah.
love a reference. I think everything about the rest of it is bad. I'm really sorry. I was sorry to hear about her sister and losing her sister, and I appreciate that this was like an homage.
Yeah.
But this was just poorly done. Now, her character, did she have... Okay, all the characters had backstories, because that was
Yes.
part of the extremely long lead-in to this episode.
Yeah.
Did she pull from any of that? Or was she...
Backstories.
Or was she just Phoenix?
Sorry. I don't know.
Yeah, I agree. I'm glad she's having fun.
She did it. She was there.
She's having fun.
Yeah.
Oh, also there was a little bit of drama in this episode as well. Same exact scenario where someone made a joke and then someone took it a little too seriously. So it was Olivia and
Bosco this
Bosco.
time. Yeah, and then this
And it was a fun little read Bosco gave, and Olivia was like, I was nice on my last season. I'm not going to be nice now. And it was like, ooh, overcorrection. But I get it. She's
nervous. She's falling into old habits.
But
she's nervous to be back.
Her nice thing something that she got negatively critiqued for?
I think in her performances of characters, she did.
Sure.
She
did.
did.
And this was that week, so maybe she was like, I'm serious, and I'm... Well, and maybe that's why her performances have been so lacking.
Wait.
It's because she's trying to be something she's not. Be who you are.
I do have to say, I wrote two things down. In the beginning of the episode, the Rue mail, ooh, girl, you've got mail. Irene goes, it's my first. And then she stops because I think she's about to say she-mail. I can say it. And then she goes, thingy. And then when they were doing the mini challenge, Phoenix said, wait, this is mean.
Say it.
Phoenix said she was rolling the ball up the guy, and she was like, I hope my mom doesn't see this. Hi, Mom. And I thought, your mom's still with us. That's great.
Girl, she's only 2 years older than us. 3.
Oh, you're right.
You're going to be an orphan soon, is what you're saying. You just manifested that.
Phoenix is going to kill my mom.
Yeah. So the top 2 are Bosco and Irene again. Which I completely agree with.
Yes, she's doing it. She's doing it.
Now, they have a lip sync. Again, Irene does fine. She should not be upset about her performance. I think she's doing fine.
I like her performance.
However,
I'd be enjoying it, but
Bosco brought wings, and then she revealed body, and it was over.
And it's not just about the reveals. The whole entire thing. She is true. Remember how I told you one time
her reveal
that I have seen really good burlesque?
Mm-hmm.
It's like that.
Yeah.
It's like really amazing burlesques. They feel the music, and it's not just ripping off something. It's like continuing to tell the story of the song with your body. It's so mesmerizing and so cool. Love it.
Okay, not to shit on her grave, but Hormona Lisa in the Lollapalooza immediately revealing all of her reveals in the first 10 seconds. That's always a tough watch.
Yeah.
But to have someone who's able to keep this giant, obvious reveal on for most of the song
and make it interesting
and then make the reveal almost seem surprising, that's talent. That's a professional.
That's burlesque.
Bosco won. Congratulations, Bosco. Well deserved. And so we will be back next week to find out who gets what points.
Oh my gosh.
It's our final episode with the Orange team.
It did go by really quick. I gotta say, or reiterate that I enjoyed watching this.
I did too.
Such a nice time.
Well, okay, I gotta be honest. I did not enjoy watching
I
the
think
second
that was
episode.
the circumstances.
I really did not like the second episode.
Yeah.
And I love true crime. And I love RuPaul and a mustache. All right, well, we will be back next week. If you want to see that, hit subscribe, of course, the notification bell.
Join us on Patreon at patreon.com/IMHOtheSHOw.
We're also both on Cameo.
Or you can get a Cameo. Cameos are back up and running.
And all of our merch is Drag Me merch.
And please listen to our podcast on Spotify every Thursday or wherever you get your podcasts. And you can watch along here on YouTube.
And our live show, IMHO Live in Chicago, June 8th at the Den Theater. Tickets are now available. They are selling very quickly, though.
Yes.
We are almost sold out. So go to the link in the thingy and get your thingy, and then we'll see you there.
And we're going to bring our legs.
Maybe. I don't know. We still have to get hers attached.
I haven't found mine.
Yeah.
Because I've moved so much.
I know. Well, you packed them very carefully, which I appreciated. I just wish you had marked the box.
You know, every time I do move, I pack 3 boxes very carefully, and I forget about it until 2 days before I have to move, and then I shove everything else in some bags. So those blue IKEA bags.
Yeah.
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 Can I tell you something? Oh, are we in the Patreon?
No. Okay, and, well, thanks, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
I've decided, I've been renewed. I feel like we've been away for so long. I feel renewed to get back into it.
Me too.
And so I started going through my stash of fabrics and my fabric shelf. Turns out I don't actually have a lot of fabrics. I have a lot of like old clothes that I meant to like make fab patterns out of or like remake in something else. I have about 2 shelves of fabrics and then the rest of it was just bullshit, and it's been really nice. And the weather's been nice.
What do you mean it's bullshit?
Like keeping patterns that I made years ago for people that I don't make patterns for anymore or make things for, or like
T-Rex.
No, like my friend Willie LeCue, an incredible burlesque performer, or like
Willie's so cute.
both of us at a
ever
past
talked about
weight.
that.
Willie's hot.
Yeah.
And
I bet they're a really good kisser.
He's on the market right now, and
I'm
in his inner circle on I'm in his Instagram.
You do have a cup chair.
I do have a cuck chair. He's a bestie though. I don't think we would ever hook up.
I want to be on Close Friends Willie. I want to see Willie's Willie.
You see a lot.
Willie.
If you want to add me to your close friends,
add me.
I am into it.
I love being.
I love being added to close friends, and I love it when you're slutty, Kyle.
Especially when it's a surprise. There'll be times where
I know.
it's somebody that
I
like,
see a green
that
circle.
I follow, that I'm like, I think they're hot, and then you see a green circle, and you're like,
huh! Was it you telling me about George Santos going to prison? Mm-hmm. Fun.
I know it is fun.
I just got a wave of don't laugh too hard because that might be you soon.
What? Being trans?
Yeah. They don't care. They're taking people off the street.
Why don't we focus on how we can help the people who are currently being taken off the street? And then when you become that person being taken off the street, we just take a moment and think, I still haven't even got us hotels for Chicago yet. Oops. I'll do that today. I'll do it today. It's just so expensive. Have you ever traveled?
Yeah.
It's crazy. Oh, okay. This is something that I've been considering because we are new to the constant travel because we have not been on television. Camp Wanakiki doesn't count.
Who wasn't on TV?
I'm just traveling more than I've ever traveled in my life, and I'm not great with people in general because I'm a rule follower, and I like when other people follow rules, and Americans don't do that. They say, no, I'm freedom and gun. So I find airports really stressful. Not because like I'm afraid of traveling or afraid of flying. I'm not. I'm ready to go. Take me down. But it's more that I know that I'm going to encounter countless people who are ignoring everyone around them, and every single rule, every social norm is going to be gone. And without social norms, without rules, we're animals. I was at the Dallas airport waiting at a layover, which I don't like to do, but I do love to fly into Burbank. I wrote an email to my old therapist, not the one I just quit. I'm never going to speak to her again, but to my therapist in Chicago that I loved, to say, hey, I need to get a new therapist, and you really changed my life. Do you know anyone licensed in California? I did that because I was sitting in the airport and I was getting so mad for no reason. Like, what does it matter to me? In the grand scheme of things, what does it matter to me? You know?
Yeah.
I didn't pay extra to be there. If I'm slightly inconvenienced because someone just stops walking in the middle of a busy hallway to look at their phone suddenly and I hit them, that's annoying. But my expectations are too high. But also, people are so dumb.
Yes.
Kids are dumb, but they don't know where their body is in space. And so I allow for that. Curtis was going to get us coffee, and there was only one coffee place in this whole terminal. And it was filled with teenage girls who were like cheerleading teams. And he said it was chaos, not because of the girls. I mean, yeah, it was chaos because of the girls, but they're girls. They don't know any better. They're young.
Children.
It was really the adults around them that were making it so much worse. So I don't mind that. But when adults are adults and they don't act adult, it makes me so upset. And I know that's a me problem.
Okay, can I say 2 things that might be tough to hear?
Yeah, let's do it.
I think you're completely... I think you need to get on anti-anxiety.
I am.
They have changed my life. Oh, you are on them? What are you on?
Prozac.
Deuce Alexa.
I'll add that on top.
Yeah.
Okay.
And number 2 is... what I wanted to say was my therapist, we broached the subject this past week of letting go, which is something I have
Mel Robbins.
Such a hard time. Well, that's let them. I need to let go because I was having a really...
Wait, I'm getting an idea. Let go. Let it go. let it go. Sorry, I'm gonna write a song. Keep going.
That's great. You said it yourself, your expectations are a little too high. You gotta bring them down.
I know.
Because you gotta know that when you're going to an airport, especially Dallas or whatever, Fort Worth, what you saying?
Especially Dallas.
Sorry to generalize, but especially one in the middle, one not in a big city.
Well, Dallas is a big city.
It's likely they're not gonna be they're I bit my tongue. Oh no. I bit my tongue. That hurt. They big dum-dums. And no one in the airport knows where they are. Because they're all worried about their own shit. You got to bring your expectations, like what you do with me. Bring your expectations way down.
I'm in an airport filled with Allison Hammonds.
Filled with
That'll
Allison
change
Hammonds.
everything.
Filled
Because I
with
find her
Allison
so charming,
Hammonds.
so when they do their bad thing, I can go, if Allison Hammond did it, you'd be laughing.
Yeah.
You're right.
But we
It's
do
bad.
need to get pre-check.
I did go
I can't
to...
take my fucking shoes off ever again.
There was a Caribou coffee in one of the airports, and I haven't seen a Caribou in so long. And it's where I hooked up with that guy whose penis pointed down. I go to this Caribou coffee. It's the afternoon. Coffee shops are a little slower at the airport. I see two girls behind the counter who, like, they didn't want me to order. I knew that. So I shouldn't have, you know? But I did. And they weren't friendly. They didn't need to be, but I ordered this drink. I was gonna say she hands it to me. She just kind of pushed it out on the counter. And it was like this like vanilla matcha something. Bitch, it was 50% milk. She had dumped this milk into this cup and she had only filled the cup maybe 3/4 of the way. There were 2 ice cubes in it. There was no top. She just slid this cup of milk over the counter. And I was so intimidated by, intimidated by the gall, the audacity, that I respected her so much. I took the cup of milk, I walked to the trash can, threw it away, and went to a different coffee shop.
Yeah.
Because I knew that it was my fault. I knew it was my fault.
Here, listen. There are 2 things. There's so many things going through my mind about this because I worked in coffee shops for so long. They deal with idiots all day, every day.
Yeah.
They deal with the most
airport.
miserable people because people are stressed out about their traveling and their kids and whatever and their situations. So they get the brunt of it. So you can't really begrudge them for being done. Because that's how I used to start my shifts, is I would be done after the first asshole. And it's so tough. Maybe if people were paid a living wage, it would be easier to deal with. But they're not.
Woke. Wow. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. We will be back next week. And that's it. Thank you. Love you. Bye.
What's this Band-Aid for?
It's used.